Welcome to the May 2018 College of Nursing Commencement Ceremony. I am Julie Zerwick, Dean of the College of Nursing. I want to extend an especially warm welcome to the family of our graduates. I know that the room is filled with parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, friends. We are very pleased to have you here to bear witness to this milestone accomplishment of our graduates. We are privileged and grateful to have been a part of your graduates' life for the past few years. The entire university community shares in your pride and happiness on this very special day. Assisting us with this commencement ceremony today, our graduate marshal, Ashley Mizzochi, who led the student processional, our sign language interpreter, Amy Ruth McGraw, and joining me on this in the celebration on stage today are administrators from the College of Nursing and the University of Iowa. Clinical Professor and Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs, Anita Nicholson. Associate Dean, Anne-Marie McCarthy. I'm thrown because we had a substitution, so. Representing the university's central administration, who will confer the degrees, Provost for the University of Iowa, Susan Curry. Our keynote speaker, Leslie Williams, President and CEO of ImmuCT, an alumna of our BSN program in 1982. And from the Iowa Board of Regents, Regent Nancy Dunkel. Ms. Dunkel is currently the executive director of the Dyersville Area Community Foundation. She's also on numerous other boards. She was in the Iowa House of Representatives and was inducted into the Iowa Women's Hall of Fame in 2011. Thank you for attending today. And I am very pleased that the faculty have joined us today. What you probably don't realize is that this is a several-day marathon of different graduations where faculty attend a variety of events, so it's really a pleasure to have them joining us today. So as I read your name, please stand. Elizabeth Swanson, Pat Nelson, Jacinda Bunch, Julie Vignato, Larry Newman, Deb Strobel, Teresa Bechtel, Saida Thomas, Barb Rakel, Carol Dupich, Stephanie Gilbertson-White, Lindell Joseph, Diane Huber, Howard Butcher. And then we have additional faculty behind the scenes, Kurt Long and Nicole Limoges. And we certainly couldn't do this without our College of Nursing Student Services staff, and assisting us today, Linda Myers, Cherry Doggett, Renee Lapine, and Brooke Dwars, over in that corner. So I just wanted to make a few remarks. At the December graduation, which was my first one, I based a few remarks on the children's book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. And so today I was trying to think about which book I would reflect a little bit on, and I chose The Giving Tree. I imagine many of you have read that over time, many times probably, to some of your children. So I wanted to take a moment to reflect. This book is really about generosity. I would like you to think about, and this is really to our students, I would like you to think about the people who have given generously to you over the past 4 years. Obviously, your family have been generous in terms of their time, likely their financial support, their encouragement, but there have also been many others. Your fellow classmates have likely been generous in terms of their providing you with emotional support, tutoring, lending a hand for whatever you needed. Faculty and staff in the college have been available to you with a kind word, an open door. But there were many others. The donor who provided the scholarship you received, your preceptors, your patients, and the list goes on and on. Today is a good time to reflect on the generosity and thank those individuals. As you leave the University of Iowa, I hope that you leave with a generous spirit. That you are generous in your care of your patients and generous to your coworkers. That you are a generous mentor to all of the other nursing students and new nurses. that you are generous to your nursing profession by joining and volunteering in organizations that would benefit from your expertise, because that generosity is what indeed sets an Iowa nurse apart from all others. So Linda Myers yesterday gave you a word to reflect on, and I had trouble remembering what that was, and others said it was represent. So you're left with two words now, represent and generosity. So it is now my pleasure to introduce Cheyenne Kimball, who will be speaking on behalf of the May 2018 BSN class. Cheyenne graduated high school in May 2014 from Wakanda High School in Wakanda, Illinois. While at the College of Nursing, Cheyenne has been a part of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society, Gamma Chapter, Kappa Kappa Gamma, and most recently has served as the president of the University of Iowa Association of Nursing Students, among other activities. And I'll stop here and go off script a minute. One of those activities, we're going through a renovation in the College of Nursing, and we wanted to have some input. So Cheyenne graciously came, I think it was about 2 days before Christmas, and looked at lots of fabric samples with us. So you never know what you're going to be asked to do when you're the president of the association. Cheyenne has received numerous honors as a nursing student, including being named to the Dean's List. Along with graduating with her BSN today, she is also getting a minor in Spanish. Upon graduation, Cheyenne is hoping to work as a pediatric intensive care nurse in Chicago. She also plans to go back to school to become a pediatric acute care nurse practitioner. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our BSN class speaker, Cheyenne Kimball.
Thank you, Dean Zerwick. Good morning, everyone. Sorry you have to see my face again. These guys thought it would be a good idea for me to speak again. Sorry. So I'd first like to start off this speech by apologizing to my family for not telling them I'd be doing this. For those of you who know me really well, I like to talk really fast and I ramble a lot, so I knew if I told them that, they'd constantly remind me to not do that, so I wanted to just do this on my own. Second, I'd like to take this time to thank each and every one of you out there today, moms, dads, sisters, brothers, grandparents, significant others, as well as the College of Nursing faculty and staff for being here for this incredible day in our lives. We are about to embark on this crazy adventure they call nursing, and we could not have done it without the continuous love and support from our family, friends, and College of Nursing, or Jamie Kramer's study guides. Wow. It is the biggest honor to be able to stand up here today in front of this absolutely amazing group of people I get to call my classmates. I think I can speak on behalf of us all that we are so happy this day is finally here. They always say nursing school is insanely hard, but I don't think any of us believed it until we were actually in it, and literally after the first week of classes, we all thought, what did we get ourselves into? I can specifically remember one time where I thought I was going to be, and I quote, the worst nurse ever, because I failed my catheter skills test by breaking sterile field without knowing. I was told I needed to do the retake, and I think I cried the entire rest of the day. I thought I was the biggest failure, and if I can't pass a catheter test, how am I going to be a nurse? So, thank you to everyone in my class who was at the College of Nursing that day who tried to help calm me down and comfort me, and I'm also sorry for you guys having to deal with that. My first major nursing school breakdown. I think it may have been a bit overdramatic that day, but I truly thought my nursing career was going down the drain. But little did I know, nursing school would get much harder. Tests and quizzes every week, papers, care plans, our lovely prep packets, simulation lab, ATI tests, and then clinical hours on top of all of that. So clearly we had a lot of work cut out for us. But nursing itself is so much more than all of the schoolwork and studying we've done over the past few years. It is more than just a major or a career. There is so much more to nursing than what meets the eye. I'm constantly amazed at just how much we, as nurses, are responsible for. We are our patients' advocates, a shoulder to cry on, and someone to celebrate with. We may be there to give them medical care, but we end up giving our patients so much more, little pieces of ourselves every day. You can learn how to place an IV, how to do CPR, or how to perform a head-to-toe assessment, but no one can ever teach you how to be a nurse. It's just who you are. Nursing is something that is deep within each of us, and it takes a special person to become one. Every single person sitting beside me today is ready for this role. Every day, learning to love and care for people from all walks of life. The qualities, dedication, and desire to care for others are things that make nursing so unique to other fields. You don't just show up to work today and mindlessly do the same thing over and over again. It will be really hard at times. You may take care of someone on the worst day of their life. I know we've all already seen some hard stuff. But the patient next door might be having the best day of their life. Having a baby, finally getting to go home, or learning they are cancer-free. These are the moments that are so special. Being able to be a part of not only the good days, but also the bad days, is one of the biggest privileges we get to have as nurses. The way that we get to take care of people not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well, all tie back to what we've learned about nursing being both an art and a science. It is a science in that we have our evidence-based practices, our research, and our nursing knowledge about diagnoses, medications, assessments, and care plans. But the art of nursing is where we implement these sciences into our daily care, along with our compassion, empathy, respect, trustworthiness, and all of the other qualities that nurses possess. As we have come to learn, nursing is a complex job. We may all have our different specialties or areas of interest, but the one thing we all have in common is our passion for this career. A passion for helping and caring for others. A passion to touch the lives and hearts of our patients and their families. And a passion to be the best we can be. This passion is the most important aspect that we each hold. Without the passion, it just isn't nursing. I know I can look at each of my classmates and know that they truly and honestly love what they are going to do for the rest of their lives. There's a quote I found by an unknown author that so perfectly says, "When you're a nurse, you know that every day you will touch a life or a life will touch yours." I can't think of a better way to sum up nursing. This path we have chosen will be challenging and heartwarming all mixed together, but we are more than ready to take this on. We may have a long road ahead of us, but we won't ever forget where we came from. We all started as Iowa nurses. This journey has been amazing, from our first day at the University of Iowa until our very last, and I couldn't pick a better group of people to do it with. To my lovely class of 2018, I know you each will go on to follow your dreams and change the lives of everyone around you. We are more than ready for this role, and I can't wait to see what you all will accomplish. To our family and friends, thank you again for your love and support, and for being there for us not only today, but our entire college career. We could not have done this without you. And to our College of Nursing faculty and staff, thank you for seeing the potential in each of us, for choosing us to be a part of this incredible profession, and for giving us the tools, knowledge, and confidence to succeed in whatever we put our minds to. We are all very proud to be Iowa nurses. I'd like to wrap this up by quoting a very wise woman we've all come to know and love very much, Linda Myers. Make it a great day, and go Hawks.
So among the graduates we are recognizing today are those who completed their initial preparation in nursing at a community college and subsequently enrolled at the University of Iowa to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. And these individuals are really coming from around the state of Iowa, but also potentially across the country. We don't get often a time to see all of you, so I would like those who are in our RN to BSN program, please stand. That's good. Thank you. So speaking on behalf of the May 2018 RN to BSN graduates today is Misty Patterson. Misty graduated high school in 2009 from Washington High School in Cherokee, Iowa. She obtained her associate's degree in nursing from Western Iowa Tech Community College in 2016 and enrolled in the RN to BSN program at the University of Iowa in 2016. Misty is currently employed as a critical care nurse by Unity Point Health Trinity Regional Medical Center in Fort Dodge, Iowa. While at Western Iowa Tech Community College, Misty earned numerous academic honors and scholarships, most notably the Hoger Scholarship. At the University of Iowa, Misty has maintained a 4.0 GPA, has been on the Dean's List, and is also the chair for the Nursing Governing Council. Upon graduation, Misty will continue in her current role as critical care nurse, Trinity Regional Medical Center, and plans to attend graduate school to become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Ladies and gentlemen, our RN to BSN class speaker, Misty Patterson.
Thank you. Good morning. I was left to lead, and we saw how well that went, so hopefully this will go a little bit better. As Dean Zerwick said, my name is Misty Patterson, and during my time as a nursing student, I've discovered many things, one of which is that nursing provides endless paths and possibilities. Nursing opportunities can be on a medical surgical floor, in an ICU, PICU, OB, or a long-term care facility. A nurse can specialize in research or technology, or a nurse can become a practitioner, midwife, or an anesthetist. The options are truly endless. I did not fully understand this potential until late in my education. Something else that I did not fully understand was that nursing was to be my calling. To be honest, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to be when I grew up, but I had a few ideas. One dream of mine was to provide anesthesia because the running family joke was that I liked to take naps. I was good at sleeping, so much that they felt I would do a great job at putting others to sleep, which still may be accurate, but the truth is, I had completed research early in high school and thought this area of medicine was interesting. Not to mention that this career ranks top 4 in best jobs and employee satisfaction, and top 3 in overall healthcare jobs. I'm thinking, who doesn't want to become an anesthesiologist? Oh wait, you have to be super intelligent, rank top whatever in your class, pass a bunch of hard exams, and complete like a half of a lifetime in school. So I tucked this deep down inside. But this was still there in the back of my mind when I graduated with my first bachelor's degree in biology from Buena Vista University. But I didn't set myself up for success the first time around. It's post all the graduation fun and celebrations, I had my diploma in hand, and I was with my boyfriend, who is now husband, thinking, this guy has got no idea what he's gotten himself into. At this point, I had no idea what I was going to do with my future, with that degree. Now, for most, graduation is supposed to be exciting and the beginning of something new. To me, I was wondering, what now? Although I had accomplished something great, I was considering myself a bit of a failure. Fast forward several months, I had attempted a few jobs, but it's not sticking. It's simply not working, and I'm definitely not using that degree. I was employed at a special needs care facility when a previous classmate emailed me information about Hope Ministries. At first, I was kind of taken aback, but I read into it. Before I knew it, I'm going on a medical missionary trip to Africa. This is going to look great on that resume, right? Or at least this is what I'm thinking. Little did I know what Africa had in store for me. I met these amazing people that are incredibly grateful for exactly of what they have, which is extremely little. People who are genuine with their hellos and their see you laters. Goodbyes are not expressed, as it is a certainty of never seeing each other again. They are gracious for a hand to hold when they are in their last moments of life, and are still thankful when our last efforts weren't enough to save their loved ones. Hope Ministries was my stepping stone out of my lost feeling of failure. Gail Stroshine, the leader and head nurse of Hope Ministries, provided me with her vision for his mission by shining hope back into my life and into my future. She sparked an interest in nursing through her drive to help those that are less fortunate. Her compassion, empathy, and respect for others influenced me to become the nurse that I am today. Now, enough about my past. Often literary pieces, screenplays, or speeches are influenced by recent endeavors in the writer's life. A recent experience that has changed my outlook on life, or at least made a connection from theory to practice, was a family trip to Disney World this spring over Easter. I was sitting in a show about Walt Disney, and I was reflecting on how challenging his early life was and thinking, this guy is an inspiration. At this point, I was starting to have some internal monologue and saying to myself, well, duh, you are at Disney World, for goodness sakes. At any rate, Walt blasted into my inattentiveness and said, I think it's important to have a good hard failure when you're young. I learned a lot out of that because it makes you kind of aware of what can happen to you. It took everything for me not to look around the room and nearly point at myself as I'm thinking, he has got to be talking to me. I connected with what he was saying. How I have arrived to this exact spot has not been all gumdrops and lollipops, as I imagine it hasn't been for the majority of the rest of you. It took what I considered my failure to get to this very moment. I would like to challenge you all to consider this, though, that any of your unsuccessful attempts which brought all of you to this exact moment weren't failures, but postponed successes. Thank you, Mr. Albert Einstein. But really, most of us know that getting to where we are as nurses has taken literal blood, sweat, and tears. Take any of those low moments and learn from them. Use them as motivation to know that you can overcome any challenges and create new opportunities. There are lessons to be learned by those journeys, by my journey. Failure is giving up on your dream. It is becoming content with your daily life and not striving for more or to be better. I could easily think of me not making my way to med school as a failure, but instead it is actually my own postponed success. I didn't know then, but I now know that I can use my interest in anesthesia within the nursing field. I didn't realize the avenues that the nursing field could provide while delivering me internal satisfaction. It is important to remember that our nursing abilities make a difference to others and to each other. We are the ones who work holistically with each patient. Doctors may focus on the diagnosis, but we focus on the whole person, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Nurses truly make the greatest difference in the lives of whom we touch. I would like to leave this last thought with you. As dear old Walt said, if you can dream it, you can do it. Happy Nurses Week and go Hawks.
Next, we have started a new tradition here at our graduation, and that's to invite one of our prestigious alumni to come back and address the students. Leslie Williams graciously agreed to be that individual this year. Leslie obtained her BSN with honors from the University of Iowa College of Nursing. She holds an MBA from Washington University John Olin School of Business. And before her career in industry started, she was a critical care nurse at Duke University Medical College of Virginia and the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics. In 2015, Ms. Williams received the Distinguished Alumni Achievement Award from the University of Iowa in recognition of her accomplishments in her professional life. Leslie has more than 25 years of industry experience in healthcare management and commercial product development and marketing. In 2010, she founded ImmucinT Incorporated. The company is developing immune therapies for people living with autoimmune diseases such as celiac, diabetes, and other human leukocyte antigen-linked diseases. In addition, ImmucinT is working to develop therapies that modify the immune response to gluten. Prior to founding ImmucinT, she was president and CEO of Ventera Pharmaceuticals. While there, she was recognized as one of the top 100 leaders in life sciences by Pharma Voice magazine. Her prior pharmaceutical industry experience includes positions at Merck, GlaxoSmithKline, and she currently serves on the executive advisory board of the University of Iowa School of Pharmacy. She's on the editorial advisory board of Life Science Leader, as well as the Journal of Advanced Therapies and Medical Innovation Sciences. Please join me in welcoming back Leslie Williams.
Thank you all, and an impressive group this is. Thank you, Dean Zerwick, Professor Swanson, faculty, students, proud families, and especially you, the class of 2018. It is good to be back in Hawkeye country. I've got to do this. Go Hawkeyes. Over 30 years ago today, I stood on this stage addressing my class, and today I stand here addressing the class of 2018. Wow, where have the years gone? It goes fast, so hold on. I'm very honored and humbled to be chosen here to share a few life lessons and instill inspiration as you build on the success you have achieved today. Dean Zerwick, thank you very much for bestowing this honor on me, and thank you for bringing me home to this great university where my journey started. As I thought about what I was going to say today, I flashed back to standing on this stage as a 22-year-old student speaker. I spoke about the importance of assessing the talents and skills we possess and deciding how best to improve on them. I talked about dreams, visions, and high hopes, and the importance of setting goals in order to achieve our potential. I talked about the importance of positive attitude and being the best of whomever we are. We can succeed because we expect to succeed and to do our best. I talked about positive expectancy, what we think, how we think, what attitudes direct our actions, what dreams we dream, and the goals we hold. I talked about continuing to strive, learn, and cultivate our understanding and reach for our highest goals. I left the University of Iowa prepared and ready to conquer the unknown. I was a nurse and had absolutely no thought about working in industry. My first job was at the University of Iowa in surgery. I loved it. I soaked in everything and learned so much. I wanted more. I left the University of Iowa for Duke University with plans to be a nurse anesthetist or to go to medical school. I worked in the cardiac ICU and loved it. I soaked in everything and continued to learn. This was a time when there were 3 12-hour shifts one week and 4 the next. So on my days off, I got involved with research. I thrived. I was approached by a pharmaceutical company, Glaxo, and was offered a job. I moved again. I soaked in everything. I did my best, and I loved it. I wanted more. I went back to school. I decided to go back to school and complete all my pre-med requirements, studied for MCATs, took MCATs, and worked nights in the SICU at Medical College of Virginia, and worked in community hospitals on my days off. I was the only RN in the community hospitals. I worked hard. I wanted more. But what door should I take? Clinical medicine or industry? I did soul searching. What did I want? I wanted to make a difference in a big way. I decided to pursue the business side of medicine. I was going all in. I was recruited to Merck, moved to St. Louis, earned an MBA at Washington University while working full-time. I did my first startup while I was in grad school, and it was based on my experience in hospitals and with patients. Everything I have done continued to build on the foundation that I obtained while I was at the University of Iowa and my desire to make a difference. 30+ years later, I've had the journey of a lifetime, and it continues. My husband and 2 daughters are an integral part of my journey and help me maintain balance in my life. In fact, next week, I will be sitting in the audience, like many of you, while my daughter, Brittany, graduates from Boston University. We will repeat this in 2019 for our younger daughter, Alyssa. Their stage in life gives me a unique perspective as I address you today. I can tell you I feel your excitement. I understand the butterflies, anxiety, and fears that accompany this day of transition at this time in the world. I've been wondering, what wisdom can I impart on you today, you graduates today, and to my daughter next week? As I prepared this talk, I was almost overwhelmed by a strong feeling of deja vu. I would come home from business trips when my daughters were much younger, and I would lay in bed sharing stories that became my life lessons. Now I am coming home to this great university to share lessons with you. I have 4 key lessons. Number 1, find your passion and dream big. The University of Iowa has prepared you. You have a great education. You will soon realize that the educational foundation, values, and experiences obtained during your last 4 years have set you up for success. The university provided you with the raw materials to fashion tools and develop skills. It is now up to you to use the tools and skills to transform your dreams into reality. Only you can be the architect of your success. Discover what you're passionate about. Figure out what it is you love and who you really are. Have the courage to overcome your fears and anxiety. As Oprah Winfrey stated, I believe the only courage anybody ever needs is the courage to follow your own dreams. Some of you may choose to be hospital staff nurses, others public health nurses, others professors, or administrators. Some may pursue graduate education, go into research, become a dean, or perhaps the founder, president, and CEO of a biotech company. If you love what you do, set goals, dream big, you can do whatever you set your mind to. Remember, dreams without goals and without a path are just dreams. We all dream, but we don't all pursue those dreams. When I left the University of Iowa, I was ready to conquer the world. I had goals. I wanted to make a big difference. Each subsequent step in advancement in my career built on my University of Iowa foundation. Always remember, if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. Number 2, go through doors. You don't know where it may lead you. Be bold. Don't be afraid to try new things. You may not know what the future holds, but if you are true to yourself and have faith, doors will open. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. I've gone through many doors on my journey, each driven by my entrepreneurial spirit and desire to make a difference. I have had many careers: nursing, pharmaceuticals, medical devices, medical equipment, biotechnology, venture capital, and now startup. I went through new doors with each of these opportunities and faced the unknown. It has not been easy. It takes hard work, and there is a lot of sacrifice and adversity along the way. I can assure you, you will learn the most through adversity, about yourself and about your path. As the great John Wooden said, adversity is a state in which a person becomes most acquainted with themselves, especially free of admirers. If you're not facing adversity or failing every now and again, it's a sign you're probably not pushing the boundaries or innovating. As you go through doors, you will meet incredible people along the way. Find a mentor and learn from them. I've been a CEO for the last 15 years, and I've had many difficult situations, and have become stronger because of the difficult times. I had a mentor early on and learned from them. And I have a strong family. A supportive family, that has made the big difference. You are about to go through a new door today. However, as you go through this door today, you will be accompanied by many of your friends. In the future, you will have to go through doors alone. Do not let this detour you. Be bold, be adventurous, have courage. This great university and College of Nursing have prepared you. Now go find your passion, blaze new trails, and set the world on fire. Number 3, work hard. It goes without saying. Opportunities are usually disguised as hard work, so most people don't recognize them and don't take advantage of them. As the great Thomas Edison said, opportunities are missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. If you love what you do, you will always go the extra mile and doors will open. It may sound like I've been all work and no play. This is not the case. My family is front and center. Our family's motto is work hard and play hard. We have done this from day one. Everything is brought to light when family is part of the journey. My husband and daughters have been part of every step, and I have been part of their exciting journeys. Never forget this. Family first. They make everything matter and everything better. They give you support. They give you perspective. And finally, number 4, never forget your roots. This is hard. My roots are in Iowa, and I will never forget this. For those who were born and raised in Iowa, you are fortunate. For those who have been in Iowa and a Hawkeye for the last 4 years, you are equally fortunate. No matter where you go, you will always be a Hawkeye. My dear parents instilled a work ethic and love of life. I am thankful. I'm also proud to have gone to the University of Iowa. I hope you realize how fortunate you are. No matter what you do, where you go, you will have a bond that can never be broken. Now go forth, follow your passion, be prepared to work hard and sacrifice, and above all, don't let anyone limit your dreams. There are no shortcuts to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, learning from adversity. This great university has prepared you. Be true to yourself, find your passion, and dream big. Go through doors and face your fears. Work hard, remember your roots, and most importantly, have faith and love your family and friends. Be the architect of your success. Just as an architect who transforms a blueprint into a living and thriving building, it is up to you to transform your dreams into a living and thriving life. You can do whatever you set your mind to. You are an Iowa grad. For all the parents in the audience, let me say how very, very proud we are to attend and celebrate your graduation today. Congratulations, class of 2018.
We are pleased to have with us for the conferring of degrees, Provost for the University of Iowa, Dr. Sue Curry. Dr. Curry is Interim Executive Vice President and Provost and Distinguished Professor in the Department of Health Management and Policy. Prior to joining the College of Public Health as Dean in 2008, Dr. Curry served as Professor of Health Policy and Administration and Director of the Institute for Health Research and Policy in the School of Public Health at the University of Illinois at Chicago. From the late 1980s until joining UIC in 2001, Dr. Curry was Professor of Health Services in the School of Public Health, Community Medicine at the University of Washington, and Senior Investigator and Director at the Center for Health Studies Group Health Cooperative. She also served as a scientist in the country's first cancer prevention research unit at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center in Seattle. Dr. Curry is recognized internationally for her expertise in behavioral science and translation of research findings into health policy. Her extensive research in chronic disease prevention and management includes studies of tobacco cessation, dietary change, modification of risky drinking patterns, and methods of increasing compliance with recommended cancer screening. Dr. Curry's research also encompasses studies of the use and cost effectiveness of prevention treatments under different health insurance plans and healthcare costs. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sue Curry.
Thank you. That was way too long, but I've learned over time that I've accumulated this resume over 60 plus years, and when I hear of what all the students are doing, they've like soared past anything I ever hoped to accomplish in their time. There's one thing that's not listed here, and this is a very emotional graduation for me to be at, because one of the most important parts of my life is that I am the mother of a nurse. And I have been a parent at a graduation, at a pinning, at a hooding when she became a nurse anesthetist. So come talk to me, those of you who have those aspirations. And there's nothing I am more proud of. But don't tell my son that I said that. So thank you, Dean Zurich, graduates, deans, distinguished faculty, family, and friends. I have the honor of bringing greetings and congratulations to all of you from the university and from the Board of Regents. I also want to mention, when you sit here, you get to see what's happening in the audience, and we are privileged, and it's wonderful that we're joined by families, and those families include small children, and small children make noise, and that is perfectly fine. So if you're standing out in the hallway because you brought a child out there, please bring him or her back in and enjoy the ceremony. Children's noises just remind us, there we are, that we have a wonderful future ahead of us. And as adults, we've been socialized to not make the kind of noises that children feel free to make. So go for it. I really want to bring a special greeting to the friends and family in the room. Everyone here who is a parent or grandparent or sibling, a faculty member, friend, partner, supporter, or admirer of someone graduating. And I am sure that our graduates won't mind if I say thank you on their behalf for all the times you've been there, for all the sacrifices you've made to help them on their way. And thank you for being here today to bear witness to this very special moment in their lives. This is a day you will never forget, probably the proudest moment in a student's life, and maybe even more so in the life of his or her family. And you should know that it's also one of the proudest moments in the life of the college and the university. Each of our graduates is a walking success story. This is what we work so hard for, to see our students achieve their goals. So please know that we are bursting with pride right along with you. What could be more satisfying than to look at our graduates who are celebrating the fruits of having worked so hard and made so many sacrifices to reach this moment? And our joy extends beyond this moment because we also know how very well prepared our graduates are to transition into their professional lives. I'm going to try to turn to you and make sure that I don't go too far off my notes, so pardon me. But graduates, as BSN prepared nurses, you have built a strong foundation by pursuing an education that prepared you with a wide-ranging knowledge of science, cultures, and society, high-level intellectual and practical skills, an active commitment to personal and social responsibility, and the ability to apply learning to complex problems and challenges. You've also lived up to the rigorous standards that were set for you by the faculty of the College of Nursing, acquiring a powerful skill set and a deep commitment to clinical excellence along the way. As UI College of Nursing BSN graduates, you are going to be a positive force in countless lives. You're going to provide superb patient care with humanity and compassion. You will also be innovators in a time of change, leaders in your communities, and champions of social justice. As you take the excellent education and training you now have under your belt, combine it with your talent and drive you've shown by succeeding as a student at the University of Iowa, and put all of that into the service of your profession and your communities, what a difference you will make in this world. My charge to the graduates today is simple. Be proud of the education you have earned and be committed to building on it by always seeking to keep learning. You've already given the world a taste of what you can accomplish when you set your mind to it. We can't wait to see what you will do next. I know I speak for all present when I say we are so proud of you, and we know you will continue to make us proud. The University of Iowa community joins with me in wishing you the very best success. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please rise? Provost Curry, these candidates, having completed all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing, are recommended to you by the faculty of the College of Nursing for the conferring of this degree.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Nursing and by the authority vested in me by the State Board of Regents, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing as qualified and designated.
The turning of the tassel is the tradition of gesture by which each student signifies passage from degree candidate to graduate. Now, before we recognize each of you individually, please mark your new status as graduates of the University of Iowa College of Nursing by moving the tassel of your cap from the right side to the left. Will the graduates please be seated?
Will the Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduates please come forward to receive formal recognition? Will the first row rise and come forward? Braylee Ann McCready. Misty Patterson. Aisha Oli Sedane. Anne Marie Gregory. Erin Kleino. Michaela Klein. Haley Parker. Shelley Lombard. Anna Carpenter. Kelsey Renee Krogman. Aaron Mitchell. Jessica Johnson. Shelley Menard. Jessica Farida Schwake. Thank you. Shelby Regina Herrig. Katie Robin. Annalee Kate Benson. Katie Lynn Sinwelski. Brianna Sims. Anna Bayo. Bailey Nelson. Emily Martin. Alicia Freiberg. Erica Mack. Paige Ludman. Shannon Dempsey. Danielle Lawrence. Emily Christine Shore. Cindy Nye. Amelia Jones. Michaela Dugan. Katerina Beyerink. Nicole Klein. Emma Eschker. Gerardo Guerrero Segura. Elizabeth Ann Tubert. Maggie Wilhelm. Charlotte Wimmel. Eliza Mary Miller. Jamie Hope Kramer. Alyssa Ortega. Audrey Elizabeth Irvine. McKenna Joy. Megan Miller. Courtney Casson. Samantha Benfeld. Emily Price-Dash. Carly Otis. Annalise Lulo. Michael Van Antwerp. Jessica Lee Scott. Allie Nelson. Lauren Freese. Taylor Dodd. Rebecca Houchins. Gabby O'Leary. Andrea Berrigan. Margaret Turk. Alisa Chambers. Alexis Carlson. Grace Grinstead. Anna Catherine Eisenzimmer. Faith Murphy. Katrina Leaney. Jill Wilder. Lindsay Robinson. Amy Ann Smith. Jenna Adams. Frances Brockmeyer. Hannah Tice. Juliana Benedetto. Cheyenne Kimball. William Klein. Connor Mullen. Sierra Ricketts. Christy Lynn Mormon. Monica Lindsay. Shannon McCauley. Ellie Sourwine. Kendall Countryman. Eliza Griggs. Heather Rickard. Jessica Stonis. Jamie Hunter. Victoria Isherwood. Ashley Schmidt. Claire Shalenson. Allison Weiss. Catherine King. Rebecca White. We'll wait for all the graduates to come around. Is that everyone? Okay, let's join in offering a congratulations to the new graduates.
So we're coming to near the end of our ceremony. I just have a last few words. This weekend, you will leave the College of Nursing and start new roles in the profession of nursing. Start out by aiming high. Along with the faculty, I have great hopes for you, our graduates. I hope you find true meaning, contentment, and passion in your life. I hope that you navigate the hard times and you come out with greater strength and resolve. I hope that whatever balance you seek, you find it with your eyes wide open. And I hope that you have the ambition to take charge of the healthcare world because it desperately needs you to manage it. I know it's a big challenge and a daunting task, but you can do it. And know that we will be watching and cheering you on. Congratulations and best wishes to all of our May 2018 College of Nursing graduates. Will the graduates please rise for the recessional? So we are going to ask that the audience remain seated until first the faculty proceed out and then our graduates.